All right, welcome back. A period of my time, I was a trained officer a few times in my career before I became a detective. And as a trained officer, you get guys right out of the academy, and they look to you to all knowing, everything. Well, we know a lot, but we don't know everything. Like I told you before, we don't know everything. Okay, just we know what we do for a living. So I'm with a young guy. We're driving around, and what we dreaded. I don't know if it's still nowadays. We dreaded wave downs, people waving, because a lot of times they called police dispatch and they blew them off, saying we're not going to send an officer for that. So then they look around to see an officer and they wave them over. So you're like the second choice for them. That's usually what happens. And then it's usually a bunch of crap. Okay, because they've already been trying to screen through the police operator and she doesn't want to do with it. So then now they're looking for you. Okay, so that's fine. So it's at a corner. It's near a corner, a gas station in the corner, and they're frantically waving to 2 or 3 people. And so I look at my partner. I go, well, I'm teaching a young kid. I should teach him the least. The citizens pay for us to stop, even though we know it's going to be crap. And so, okay, fine. So as we go across the intersection, they're pointing down near the drain, okay? And they're going like this, and they're pointing the drain. I go, oh, so I pull over. It's 3 lanes, but I hit my red lights in the back, and I stop just before there's a lady and a gal standing there. And this is all Latin people. And they're pointing, okay? So I got out of the car, and they're looking for name tags to see who speaks Spanish. Okay, they look at my partner. He's a Jewish kid. They looking at me and they go, oh, so they tell me what's going on. I go, what's going on? And one of them she goes like this, well, I'm Catholic, and that means she's Catholic, and she's blessing for some reason. Well, what the heck is she doing? And she points. So right down by the drain is a baby's arm. Okay, baby's arm, probably I don't know, 8 weeks old, 6 weeks old. It's laying there in the gutter. And so I'm like, oh my God, look at that. And then there's other people looking, they're all pointing. So I tell my partner, get a couple of cones out of the back and put them on the sidewalk and tell everybody just to stay back. Okay, fine. So I call the fire department and because I want to see what this is. And I'm looking at it, and I'm down there. I'm down there this far away looking at this thing. And I go, oh my gosh, and there's blood on the stump. And I'm like, this is, and I'm thinking all these were bad things. Like, is there a baby? It's near the gutter. Is there a baby in the gutter? Is there, what's happened here? And now there's 15, 20 people standing around, and they're all, I call old school Latinos, older women. A couple of them got rosaries because they're already praying, because that's, my mom did that. That's what they do. And so call for a supervisor, and so waiting for the fire department, paramedics basically. And then my supervisor gets there. He gets out, young guy, fun guy, and he walks up, and I tell him, and he looks down, and he goes, oh my gosh. I said, yeah, look at that. And he goes, whoa. So now we're all there looking at it, and he goes, yeah, you got the fire department coming? Yeah, okay, well, let them look at it, because they're the expert, and then we'll see what's going to happen here, and then we'll decide if we're going to call the homicide team to come in, because we don't know where this comes from. Okay, so we're standing there. 20 minutes goes by. People are walking. Most of the people that were there originally are still there. They want to see what happens. Remember, any agency in any city, whenever there's police doing something, people want to watch. That's fine. They pay their taxes. I had guys scared. A little side note: I had guys scared to death when we make a traffic stop at night because all these people are looking at us. Doesn't matter what race they are, black, Mexican, and they get nervous. They go, "Why are they looking at us?" Because we're the show. We're better than cable. We're live. They want to watch the cops. See what we do. We're gonna beat somebody, shoot somebody, whatever. And and people bring chairs out on their front lawns to watch us. Okay, because it's a hot night. Some of them don't have air conditioning. Their cable doesn't work. Whatever. They want to see what we're doing, so they watch. And I've seen it where we're done. I've waved at people. I've winked at kids. I've handed out some cards to the kids, and then when we leave, they all wave at me and they put their seats away and they go back to business as usual. And they get to watch the police work tonight. That's how it works. Okay, I know I got off on a side note there, but that's pretty true. And they pay my salary. They can watch. I don't care. I've nothing to hide. So anyway, so back to the story. So then here comes about maybe half an hour, the paramedics show up. They come up and they go, they got their box and what's going on? And we told them over the radio that it wasn't an emergency. So one guy comes out with one of their little boxes, and they didn't come running out like they do when there's what's going on? And so my sergeant, I said, look, there's a baby arm. And two of them look and they go, oh wow. So they get on their knees and they get right down to it. This is a E.F. Hutton moment. Everybody's watching. There's traffic, but everybody's looking at this. And so one of the paramedics goes, he looks up and he looks at us and he goes, picks up the arm, and it's a doll arm. He goes, it's a toy. He picks it up. When he picked it up, I must have had 3 ladies almost pass out. Oh my God! Oh, Santa Maria, Madre de Dios! All this Spanish, and I'm going, it's okay. Oh. I told him it's a toy. They go, oh, and he puts it on the hood of the police car, and we're looking at it. I'm going, and they looked at us like we were crazy. And I go, well, it looks real. They go, yeah, whatever. You know, firemen, we probably rousted them out of bed, or they're making chili beans or something. I don't know what the hell I do with those guys. Okay, so they get on there, they're pissed off, they go, well, you're pissed off? I don't know what this is. And then the supervisor goes, you know, Ray, don't feel bad about this. It looked really good to me. It still looks good laying there. I said, I know it does. I don't want to touch it. Because they said, Ray, just touch it. I'm not going to touch it. What if it's a homicide? I can't be touching human body because I could disrupt something. So he goes, he says, don't worry about it. And of course, now some of the ones are leaving, the people that were almost, you know, having a religious experience that moment. They're starting to leave. And then I thanked the one lady. She was still there the whole time. I thank, well, thank you for calling. I explained to her that, you know, this could have been something. I thank you very much. Don't feel bad that it's a toy. And she goes, oh, Santa Maria Maria. You know, all these, you know, Spanish Catholic sayings, you know, which I know a lot of them, almost all of them. So then that was it. He said, well, just take the arm and get out of here and just throw it somewhere where nobody can see you. Because I said, okay, no problem, Sarge. So he said, well, okay, that was a good one. We'll see you guys later. Learn. I said, yeah, you'll learn. And off I went. I had probably 11 years on the job, 10 years, and I'd seen a lot, but I'd never seen that before. And it was pretty real. But anyway, so we make mistakes too. But that was a weird one. So the probationer's going, wow, that was awesome. He goes, whoa. I said, well, not if it's a real baby, it's not awesome. But it was interesting how it went down. But anyway, so that's my baby arm story, and I hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.